above all powers, above all kings, above all nature and all created things, above all wisdom and all the ways of men. You were here before the world began. Above all kingdoms, above all thrones, above all wonders the world has ever known, above all wealth and all of the earth. There is no way to measure what's your worth. Crucified, leave behind the soul. You live to die, rejected and alone, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall, you thought of me. You thought of me above all, above all. Good night, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, midday. I greet you all, the global village. I honor you because you're important to me, but you're more important to God. You're special to me, but you're more special to God. As a global village, it's not a matter of religion. It's not a matter of where you were born. It's not a matter of what you possess and what you do not possess. It's not a matter of how poor you are, how rich you are. It's not a matter of how old you are or how young you are. It's not about age, not about religion, not about black or white, yellow or green, not about color, not about race, not about class. It is about the kingdom. And I'm asking at this point, who is the king? I find a lot of injustices being exercised in our hospitals. And especially since the COVID-19, in some of the places actually where the COVID-19 has ceased. It is very frustrating that you take your patient to the hospital. When you take your patient to the hospital, they test your patient if he or she have COVID-19. Put your patient aside at a seclusion that you'll never be able to see that patient. Even as a family member, you cannot see that patient. And when that patient dies, they will call you. But my question is this. I know some doctors who are lazy. I know of some nurses who are very lazy. I have been to hospitals for many years now. And I know there are nurses who come there full of themselves, very disrespectful, and not even ready to serve the patients or the clients. And when they come to the hospital, they find these particular patients have not eaten their food, have not drank water. And I tell you for real, they have no time for your patient. Most of them cannot spend 10 minutes, 5 minutes with your patients. And mind that they have so many patients to attend. So if your patient is not eating, is not able to eat, nobody is going to attend to them. they are just going to die. And for once you're in the hospital or even at home and you're not able to eat, you have lost your appetite, you're not able to eat for 1 week, for sure, your body is not a plastic body, it's not a machine. You are going to die. But my question, who is above these kingdoms? Who is addressing these issues in our churches today, in our religion? Who is addressing these issues? What are our prime ministers doing if they cannot help out with these issues? It is only the family members who can visit their client in the hospital and spend quite a number of time feeding the patient. It's only the family members who are the closest of people to their client. Some of the diseases actually that we get sick, it is not the drugs, it is not the medication that are going to heal them. Sometimes just people want to see their husbands, their girlfriends, their boyfriends visiting them, and they get better. Some of them just want to see you taking for them a water crackers, huh? Or a little bottle of water, and they get better. It is you who can spend a number of time with your patient. We cannot entrust our patients to doctors and to nurses alone. This does not happen anywhere in the world, unless it is in a nursing home, but not in the hospital. In the hospital, you're passing by to get better. But nowadays, you're passing by just to die or live. It's like we are killing the patients, in short. And nobody is addressing this issue. Not even the Minister of Health. But they need to be shaken up. We are here to shake these kingdoms. Who is going to shake it up? Who is going to shake these governments that are arrogant? The governments that are full of injustices? Who is going to speak up of the injustices in our cultures? Who is going to address this? Tell me, my dear friends, when you watch this video, now or later on, I want to see your comments. I want to hear from you. And guys, spread this video. Let it go viral. Because we need to spread these things. We need to address these issues. Nobody is helping out. Recently, I took I'm telling you of a real story. One of my fellow friends, my close friends, went to the hospital. And after he had gone to the hospital, just spent a little time, and then I was called forth. She called me because she could talk, she could speak, and she wanted some blood donation. I hear fearing the injections because I fear the needles a lot. And I'm sure most of you, fear needles. Nobody's going to accept the injection that easily. It's not a nice thing. But I volunteered because it's my friend. As you know, when you love somebody, I volunteered and I went for blood donation to the blood bank by heart. That is somewhere by KPH side. And when I went there, of course, I persevered the pain. In fact, the doctors who are doing the extraction of blood or whatever, they were telling me they do not like my looks because, I kind of appeared like I was dead, but that's my nature anyway, Yeah. So long as there's a need going to penetrate in my body, I just can't take the needles, You know what I mean for those who fear the needles as I do. And I finished, I got my results, of course, my blood could be shared with everyone. So if you are there, but of course, oh boy, I wanted to say you have to pay for it. But if you need some blood, really, I can share it with you. I think I have enough. I have plentiful, of blood. Yeah. So anyway, I went and I took the results to the hospital. And I asked these nurses, because I do not play around with them. I have no time to waste with them. I asked them, so am I going, how is my patient and so forth? They never wanted me to see actually which corner my patient is. And I can tell you for real, I wanted to use my force. I wanted to use my force to go and make sure that I see my patient. Brother, sister, guess what? Wagwan. Did they allow me to see my patient? They didn't allow me to see my patient. Not at all. When I came back home, I tried to call the following day. She couldn't speak. Nobody was picking up the phone. I tried to call. And guess what? The following Saturday, they made a call to me that we want to see you tomorrow. I knew something must have happened somewhere. And guess what? The following day, it was that she died a day like yesterday. She died on Friday morning. And guess what? They were calling on a Saturday night. So people are dying like goats. They're dying like sheep without a shepherd in the hospital. Nobody's taking care of them. It's not nice. It is not good. The real kingdom that I believe that can control this kingdom, because the kingdom in the world seems to be weak, is only the kingdom of God. And that is why I sang that song that I sang at the beginning. Above all powers, above all kings, above all wisdom, above all nature, is Jesus Christ, who was crucified on the cross and rose on the third day to prove that he was greater than Pontius Pilate. He was greater than those who crucified him. My dear friends, I'm not only vexed, I'm not upset, but these things need to be addressed. And we cannot address it with just a simple heart, with just a, simple language. No, this is something that needs to be addressed seriously. If it comes as a harsh language, that it makes sense so that justice be done, let us do that. But I'm expecting people to come up. Let the churches, ecclesiastical institutions rise up and defend this. You see, I'm not saying that everybody be allowed to flock in the hospitals, but I'm saying that at least 1, 2, 3 persons can be allowed in the hospital to see their patients in the morning. We don't have curfew in the evening. So let 2 people see their patient in the evening and see their patient in the morning. Yes, we know very well for sure, we who have experienced sicknesses and we who have experienced taking care of the sick for decades, for years, we know that sicknesses become strong in the night. In the night, most people get sick. It is in the night that most people die. I don't know if you have ever done research on, I've never done research on that, but I know from experience, or from my own personal experience, that most persons, really, the sicknesses get worse in the night. And who is there in the night? You can imagine in the hospital, it's only one doctor. And now I believe, this is why my friend used to tell me that she do not want to be admitted in the hospital. She used to say, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. Because the next thing that they want to do is just to tie me up in white clothing. Here we tie them with the white clothing after they're dead. And it seems like some doctors enjoy this. I am asking, where is the Minister of Health? What is the Prime Minister? What is the President? What is the President of the opposition? Who is the opposition leader? What is the in charge representative of women in a place like this? What is the representative of men? Who is in charge of all these clients? or the sick people, who defends the rights of the sick people, who stands out to speak up in these hospitals. And these are big hospitals. You see, these are matters that need to be addressed and get addressed seriously. I believe it is the family that can heal a lot of sicknesses that we see in the world. For example, like today, one of the students was being stabbed. And it is because there is no proper family fostering. Yes, this girl, she was fighting another girl coming from school, and she stabbed her, like 8 times. Cha, 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 cha. Stabbing another lady. She stabbed her from face, stomach, everywhere, the eyes, the ears, everywhere. Thank God there was this one young youth. God bless him, this one, Jamaican guy. He came from behind and hold this girl. He was taking a risk for his life. I really big him up, I salute him. He's a hero. He did something that is powerful to show that he comes from a home where life can be defended. So who is going to defend the weak? If we do not allow our family members to visit their sick members, do you know that dying moment is a very crucial moment? Most people write their will on their deathbed. Most people, get a time to reconcile with their family members whom they have not even been talking for long in their deathbed. That is a very crucial time. Most people return to God. Most people need their pastor. And you guys cannot even allow what is happening in our hospitals, oh God, that you guys cannot allow even the pastor to attend to their sick, to attend to the soul. Do you want to tell me that you're going to solve all the problems that the patient, the clients have? I do not agree. I do not accept this system. This is a broken system. It is a dead system. And if it is not dead, it will soon die. Nobody is going to defend the rights of the people. If we people keep silent, the world have fallen into a mess because of so many good people who are silent. And it is you and I. Why should we be silent when these things are happening? I cannot understand until now. I'm praying to God that little prophets, little visionaries will rise and condemn things like this. My dear friends, share this video. Let it spread. Let it go viral. Remember to subscribe. Without you, I cannot do. Without you, you're important to me. You're very, very important. As I grow, we are growing together. Never mind about the video being faithful. Powers above all kings, above all nature and all created things, above all wisdom and all the ways of man. You are here before the world began. Above all kingdoms, above all thrones, above all wonders the world has ever known. Above all wealth, the treasures of the earth. There is no way to measure what's your worth. Crucified, leave behind the stone. You live to die, rejected and alone like a rose. Trampled in the ground, trampled in the ground. You took the fall, and you thought of me above all. above all. Once again, crucified, leave behind the stone. You live to die, rejected and alone, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall. You thought of me above all, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall. You thought of me above all.